last speaker, which means I'm the last person in the house who still feels like she might shit her pants. So basically, I'm here to talk about the shit show. That's what it says in my talk description, so welcome to the shit show. About that, I'm not actually going to talk about a shit show. I sort of lied to you, I'm sorry. That wasn't my intention. I really was going to talk about a shit show. When Lael first talked to me about coming here tonight, I thought, I know exactly what I'm going to talk about. One of my greatest life philosophies, I call it, ready for my shit show. And here's how it works. It's sort of my perspective on life, right? I say, there's 101 ways this thing could go wrong, present situation included. But I'm going to do it anyway, right? I mean, so many times we let fear stop us from doing the things that we want to do, but not me. I'm not going to be one of those people. I'm going to say, this could go wrong, but I'm going to do it anyway. I'm empowered, right? But Lael, in her wise Lael way, said, hey, shit show sounds great. Love where you're headed. Show, you're sort of focusing on the ways everything could go wrong. You're sort of patting yourself or preparing yourself for things to go badly. So when it all goes to shit, you can say, yeah, it went to shit, I called it. Whatever, I don't care. It's kind of low expectations. I don't think any of you came here tonight to listen to me talk about low expectations. And besides, that's not how I operate anyway. My expectations, they're high, sky high. You know, from the moment I was born, my mom loves to joke, just my mouth was out and I was already screaming, announcing myself to the world, and I've sort of lived my life that way ever since, you know? Like, I wanted to live in an awesome place, and so suddenly here I am in Maine with you lovely people. I wanted a great job where I got to do cool shit and write about it, and I have that too. And I remember spending years staring at the beige walls of apartment after apartment, and I said, I want my own fucking space. I would have painted any color I want. And I'm proud to say I own 800 square feet of pure bliss in South Portland, and I painted those walls. I painted them good. You know, I wanted a life where I got to do cool things, I wanted to meet new people, I wanted a great experience, and the world gave it to me. Not overnight. You know, the world works in its own time. The world wants you to be patient. I'm not a patient person necessarily, but I learned to be patient. I learned that if you worked hard and you showed the world that you meant it, the world would just lay things at your feet. Pretty awesome discovery, am I right? I mean, and it worked that way for a long time. Just me and the world, best friends. Making things happen, you know? And I charged ahead. I asked for things, I worked hard, and the world laid them down at my feet, and it was awesome. I made my own decisions. I did it for myself. I didn't need another person because, let's face it, people. I mean, you can't rely on people. You know? People that cancel, they get sick, flus and stuff, and they can't make it. People, they forget to pick you up from school. They forget to return that dress that you love with the blue flowers that puts your boobs in just the right place. People, they cancel on you. People, they say hurtful things. People, they decide that they just don't feel about you the way you feel about them. People, they sometimes just up and die on you. You've got no say in the matter. Yeah, you cannot rely on people. And that's cool. I don't need people. I'm one of the lucky ones. I'm independent. I don't need anyone else. I can move to Maine not knowing a soul. I can establish a career. I can buy a house. I can dry all the bathroom. I can put a new belt on the dryer. And if I need to know how to install an electric outlet, I'll fucking Google it. Right? This is independence at its best, you know? No codependency here. I'm woman, roar and whatever. But here's the thing. The whole by myself thing, I'm kind of over it. I don't really want to do this whole life situation on my own. I want somebody who's going to help me wrangle a toilet up the stairs when I decide to renovate the bathroom, or somebody who's going to remind me to turn the burners off on the stove when I make my bitchin' batch of risotto. You know? So, back to the world I turn, right? The great bending machine of the sky. I say, world, send me love. And I busy myself with other things because the world works on its own time. And after a while, it seems like nothing's happening. So I'm like, we're gold. Remember I said, send me a boyfriend, some guy Let me explain. You know how you run into somebody at a party, somebody maybe you know a little bit, and you're like, hey, how things going? And they're like, me? Oh my God, everything's great, everything's so perfect, everything in my life is awesome, wonderful, so awesome, great. And you're like, wow, shit is not great with you. I'm going to busy myself with the cheese plate while you figure that out. It's a bullshit detector, right? We all have it, and the world has a finely tuned version. And the bullshit, well, I was laying it on deep thick. Because I was saying things like, world, send me a boyfriend. Or else I was saying, but like, yeah, you know, not someone that's going to get like too close and expect me to talk about feelings. And I was saying things like, world, send me love. The rest of me is saying, but not like, love. So I don't want to get all attached to someone because it's not going to work out, and then I don't want to have to stop going to my favorite restaurant because those awkward ex-boyfriend run-ins are the bane of my existence. I was saying things like, world, I just want to share my life with someone. The rest of me was saying, but you know, I want to do things my way, I don't need anyone, I'm not going to go relying on somebody who is inevitably just going to let me down. Experience that with me, thanks. See, is it any wonder then that I found myself in a situation where I was in relationships where there was maybe just a little something missing? It was emotion. Is it any wonder that I maybe find it a little difficult to say, I love you, I miss you, I care about you? You know, I thought I was choosing the wrong people. I thought I was making bad decisions. But the truth is, I drew these people to me for a reason. They were exactly who I was looking for. Because they weren't going to get too close. They were going to expect me to say, I love you, I care about you, I miss you. I could date them without actually having to give a shit, because giving a shit, let me tell you, it's risky. Giving a shit means that somebody else is now involved in your happiness, and God only knows what they're going to do with that power. But here's the thing. I gave a shit. Oops, so sue me. I gave a shit despite every effort to the contrary, because while I was over here convincing myself that I didn't want anyone or need anyone, my heart was off doing what hearts do. Feeling. So then here I am in a situation where I'm giving a shit about somebody who, like me, can't say, I love you, I care about you, I miss you. And I was aching to hear those things. I was aching to say those things. So what then? Well, I'll tell you what I did. I said, love, oh, it's just a word, everybody says it, it's so overused, it has like no meaning. And what the rest of me said was, I really want to hear I love you. And then I said, relationships, codependence, a bunch of nonsense. I don't need somebody to hold my hand through life. I don't need somebody, another person to rely on to feel fulfilled or whatever. And the rest of me said, I don't want to do this alone. You know, maybe yes, I want kids and marriage, and maybe I want all these things that I, as an independent lady, have taught myself I shouldn't want or need because they're cliche or just what it's expected or a sign of weakness or some shit. Or worse, because these things, you know, require other people. Love requires another person. Love requires another person. Fuck. Alright, admission here. Maybe you got there before I did. I guess my expectations have been a little low. Not in myself, not in the world, but in other people. And the irony is, of course, that I've been dependent all along, not in people per se, but in this perception of the world that I concocted, right? This perception of a world that was like trekking out ahead of me to make sure everything fell into place. This perception of a world that coddled me, that like I could live in the world's basement for 10 years rent-free, right? And just make everything fall into place. Yeah, that's not fair to the world. It's not fair to me. It's the world can't talk, can't touch or feel. Sure as shit can't spoon me until noon on a Sunday. It's okay. You need people for that. People. Are you sensing the theme here? People theme? So apparently now my life's philosophy is blown to shit, so that's nice. I guess the world's not going to make sure everything falls in place. The world is not going to deliver love via FedEx to my front door. Crap. I'm single and worldless. Who the fuck is going to get my back now? Well, I tell you, I mean, I should be clear. I have people. People. You know, like my mom, Judy with an I, that's what I like to call her. You know. Now, she does not hesitate to seize every opportunity to say, I love you, I miss you, I care about you, I'm proud of you, I'm thinking about you, I wish I was there, I wish you were here. It's kind of awesome, actually. Or my friend Jill, who taught me that hugs should always last for 7 seconds and that a good friend will always help you wrangle the toilet up the stairs. If you just ask. My friend Liz, who made the Christmas tree dress because I've been talking about it for years and she knew that I'd love it. Or Michelle, or Beth, or my nieces who call me crazy Auntie Shannon because they think I'm so weird. They love it. And yes, we say auntie in the Midwest. That's where I'm from. Auntie. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't lose the world, but its absence gave room to the actual people in my life. You know, the breathing, living, real people in my life? The people who say, I love you. The people who have my back. I guess the world gave me what I wanted, right? I mean, that's what I asked for. Admittedly, it didn't look the way I wanted. Admittedly, when I was asking for love, I thought I meant the romantic kind, right? Frankly, I thought I would wake up one morning and find it pantless in my kitchen cooking. I asked for the world and the world delivered again. I mean, maybe my philosophy in the world isn't so wrong after all. Maybe I'm kind of a genius. So yeah, I've got this new appreciation. I've got this new understanding of the love that's been around for a long time that I didn't pay attention to. So maybe that's it. Maybe the world has granted all my wishes. Maybe I can just kick back in my lazy boy, coast out the rest of my days, right? Appreciating the love that I found right in my own backyard, right? Not a chance. Is there romantic love? Yeah, I still want that. I still want that spoon until noon on a Sunday love. I want the kind of love where he'll drive halfway to Illinois every time we go see my mother every year. And I want the kind of love where he'll cheer me on when things are going right and pull me in when they aren't. I want somebody who will say, I love you, and I want to say I love you to somebody who deserves it too, because I'm saying it. All of me is saying it. So yeah, I'm asking for love from the world again. I'm asking the world for love again, and this time, the world will detect no bullshit. Yeah.